Hi everybody! Today I'm going to show you how to make a paper sculpture. I'll be showing you different techniques to make paper three-dimensional. The first technique is called accordion. So you can do this with a long strip of paper, or you can do this with a whole sheet of paper. But what you're going to do is fold the paper back and forth. Just fold a little tab up and then fold it back the opposite direction. And you'll do that with the entire strip of paper. And remember, you can use a piece of paper that's longer than the one I'm using to make your accordion fold longer. And when you glue it down, you can put glue on the bottom of this and let it just stick up, or you can put glue on the other side and it would be glued down on both sides. The other thing was the accordion fold on an entire sheet of paper. So instead of cutting a strip, you would just go ahead and fold a piece of paper with an accordion fold like this, back and forth. And it creates a different kind of textured look when you glue it down. So I would just put a little bit of glue on the back of this and let it glue it down like that. You can also do this with certain shapes, like cut out a certain shape and fold it like the accordion style. The next one is called a scroll. And you would take a long strip of paper, cut it with your scissors, and then start rolling it. And when you do that, the challenge is not to fold it flat. You want to roll it so that it is round. It's a little bit of a challenge. So you just roll up the whole strip. And then, so what you're doing is kind of training the paper to stay like this. And then once you get the whole paper rolled up, you can let it go, and it stays like that. And you can pull this down like this, so it's kind of like a curly lock of hair. Glue it down like that, or just leave it like this. You can also glue them down this way. So if you imagine making a whole bunch of these and gluing them down side by side, it might look like some kind of bouquet of flowers. So you would just put glue here and press it down to glue it. Another one is called tabs. And you would cut another long strip of paper and then cut a little, make a little cut every inch or so. Just be careful not to cut through the whole piece of paper. And then you fold the tabs every other one up. And then you turn it over and fold these tabs the opposite direction. Then what you would do is put glue on the bottom of each of these tabs and then glue it down. And you don't have to glue it in a straight line. You can bend the paper so it creates a different curved line. And you could do, you know, a whole bunch of these to create these curvy or rigid lines. The next one is connecting two pieces of paper together. So if I had a certain shape that I cut out, like this, and I wanted to connect it with another piece of paper, I would cut into this one just part way. And then I would cut into this one part way and slide them together. And now it's a three-dimensional form. And this can be folded at the bottom. And I could put glue here and it would stand up. The next one I call a roller coaster. So you take a long strip, cut a long strip of paper. And because this is kind of like a roller coaster, it needs to be long. Then you would put glue, bend that up, put glue on that, glue it down, and then twist it and turn it, and then glue the end down like that. It's kind of like a roller coaster. The next one is a spiral. So if you have a shape that you cut out, doesn't have to be a square or whatever this is, it could be like a rounded shape, then you just start cutting into it in a spiral line. You just keep on going around and around until you get right to the middle, and then stop. And then if you put glue on this part, you can glue that down, and if you then bend this up, it'll be more three-dimensional. And then the next one is folding. So if you have a shape, say I have like a triangle, I will fold it, and then I can make a little cut right here and fold these up, and then put glue on the bottom of these, and then stand it up like that. Glue it down and it'll stand up. You can do the same thing like this. I fold that tab up, and then I'll fold this tab up, put glue here and here, then you have another three-dimensional form. So there are lots of different things you can do with paper to make it three-dimensional. Maybe you can discover something new that I haven't shown you today. Have fun making your sculpture.